Are you looking for relief from stress, anxiety, or pain? If so, you may want to consider trying CBD. CBD is a natural compound found in the hemp plant that has been shown to have a variety of health benefits. CBD can help relax your mind and body, reduce inflammation, and improve sleep. It is also non addictive and has no known side effects. If you're interested in trying CBD, check out our website at www.hypnotize.me.com. And remember, if you're not hypnotized, then you're not doing it right. That's hypnotizeme.com, www.hypnotizeme.com for our high quality CBD products and drinks. Hypnotize Me, a sponsor of the Bossfest podcast.
It seemed like everybody want to be a boss these days. Everybody want to be a boss till it's time to pay out, you feel me? Till it's time to pay that boss cost. They ain't trying to have them tough conversations. Ain't trying to put in them extra hours, catching that windfall money, dealing with folks not being consistent. Don't get me started on the lack of sleep, but you know what they say.
Boss Life, BOSSFEST, Boss Fest Podcast. Each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guaranteed to get you right. BOSSFEST, the Boss Fest Podcast. They might make you laugh, make you mad, make you cry. Either way it go, it's a vibe. Tune in, catch the topic, get the tea. Ain't no shallow waters over here, we get deep. You sensitive, easy to offend, you need to flee. But them tough conversations gon' be happening. Boss Fest Podcast, they hold it down. Wednesday, 7 Eastern, man, it's going down. Tell a friend to tell a friend and y'all gather round. Get active in the comments, don't get lost in the crowd.
Hey, what's happening? It's your man DJ Bush. I had to show love to Kevin and Edwina, Boss Fest Butlers. Y'all know what time it is, the Boss Fest Podcast. But you already know what we live in.
Boss Life, BOSSFEST, the Boss Fest Podcast. Each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guaranteed to get you right.
Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday to everyone out there. So before I get started, same old, same old. Let's check and make sure that y'all can actually hear me. Because my sound guy been feeling himself lately. So I just want to make sure that the kudos are correct. So if you're watching this, give us a thumbs up. Let us know the sound is good.
You ain't got to keep doubting my greatness. Like, I'm getting better with this. It was some trial and error at first, but I think I got a handle on this now. I think I'm good.
Well,
My issue
as
may
you
be
like
this
to,
camera now, because that thing keep going in and out. But the sound is okay. My camera is something else, but the sound is okay.
you are also the camera guy though. Like it's kind of crazy. Like you're both. So
Yeah, but that got something to do like with the Wi-Fi. So
oh, now you blame the Wi-Fi.
I'm not trying to blame it. I'm just saying like it's an issue. So I may have to figure out a different workaround for that. But
All right, fair enough. We're gonna let it do what it do. I'm gonna trust you on this thing here. Um, so let's go ahead and get it started. I am Edwina.
best sound man in the business, giving you that crystal clear. It's your boy Kevin.
And today's topic is knowing when to say no.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That was the topic. How did we come up with this topic, by the way? Y'all can see through the camera. She's preoccupied.
No, I'm not preoccupied. I'm really just sharing the live. But I was really like kind of thinking on if I wanted to share how we came up with this knowing when to say no. I really feel like it was somewhere like I was annoyed with something, and then I was like, this is gonna be the topic. So that's how we came up with no one want to say no.
Okay. Listen, however greatness strikes, let's run with it. I'm good with it. I'm ready for this. I believe I'm ready. Hopefully I'm
Right,
ready.
that's the question. Are you ready?
I
So
guess it depends on where it go, but I believe I'm ready, maybe.
so when it comes to being able to say no, I mean, you can look at that at several different levels. But I want to ask you, when someone asks you for something, are you comfortable like always saying no? Like if you don't want to do it, you just say no.
It depends on the person. Um, you just now gonna do that?
I do whatever I want to do. You worry about yourself.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Do whatever you want to do. Could have got that before the show started.
Can you answer the question about knowing when to say no? Don't worry
Uh,
about me over here.
Cold blooded. Messed up the camera height. No, I got screwed up.
Oh my goodness. Do you want to answer the question or you don't?
It depends on the person. Like honestly, um, most people, if I say no to them, it wouldn't bother me. But then those particular people that's special in my life, saying no to them can be challenging. It doesn't mean I won't say it or I can't say it, but it does. It can make some things challenging in my life from time to time. That's purpose saying no.
'Cause I don't feel like you have any problem whatsoever saying no to me.
And I think that's where there's a contradiction there. I have I struggle sometimes saying no to you about things. And I just try to weigh out, is it beneficial to say no versus saying yes? Or how much trouble am I gonna get in if I say no versus saying yes?
Like you gonna have to sit in the corner?
I'm at to sit in the corner, I'm at to sleep on the couch. You know, I may lose quality time. Who knows? It depends. It depends.
All right. So this comment says I agree with Kevin. It depends on who, but either way, I know when it's time to say no. So for me, I struggle with saying no. Um, and I say that because if and that again, that does definitely depend on who it is. But sometimes I'll say yes to things even though I know it takes me like out of, let's say, my comfort zone. It's going to be really hard to pull off. It may not be something I'm comfortable with. I'll still say yes. I even struggle with, let's say there's something like a service someone provided me and I wasn't happy with that service. I even struggle with saying no, I don't like this. Um and that's why I felt like this is a really good topic because as we go into 2024, I'm working on all of my no's. No, I wasn't happy with this. No, I can't do this. And no, I don't like it. And it just is what it is. Because I've let people give me bad service and then be like, oh, you cool? And I'm like, I guess. Like, you know, this was crappy and I know this is crappy. Why even ask me that? But instead of me saying what it really should be, I'll just be like, girl, I guess.
But that's a good one. I ain't even processed it that way because there's been a lot of times when those type of questions come up. Hey man, what you think about this? Or did you like that? And it's like, I guess you just didn't want to deal with the energy of saying, no, bro, it wasn't good.
Right. So I mean that's still also a no, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
okay, so let's see. We have a couple comments here. I appreciate y'all joining in on this conversation. So this one said the no is for me and sometimes for them, which is good. Like that's where I'm trying to get. So my whole 2024, like y'all don't be surprised. I'm working on my no skills like it's like a karate situation. I'm just gonna hit them with the nose. Anyway,
I know.
I mean that's a good one.
Okay.
So this is I had to learn to say no, set boundaries and stick to them. And that's what I'm finding out. I've been in like some different projects and people have asked, like when you're in a group project and people are like, oh, what do you think? And nobody else is speaking. And you like, I really want to say no, I'm not with it, but nobody else is talking. So I'll be like, I don't want to be that person in a group. So I'll just chill. But I ain't doing that no more.
That can have damaging effects depending upon the situation. Because let's say you in a work setting and the company comes to me and say, "Hey, look at this idea. We gonna do now A, B, and C, and it's gonna give us X, Y, and Z." And you already kind of know, like, no, that ain't what's gonna happen. But everybody else in the group is saying, "Oh, that's a great idea.
And see,
We
I've
should
already
do that.
mastered
We
that
should do
piece,
that." And then
which
they
is
look at
weird.
you, and when you ain't saying nothing, they look you in your face like, "Oh, what you got to say to it?" And you be like, "Let's see." And now you perceived
Yeah.
a certain way.
That is true. You do get perceived a certain way, which is it's totally weird that I haven't mastered that outside of like the corporate world. Because in the corporate world, I feel like I have that down to a science. No, I'm not on board with this project because of this. Hey, I've tried this in my past and it didn't seem to work quite well for me, but I'm willing to go through the motions with you and let's see how it turns out this time. So I've learned how to say different things in the corporate space that still lets you know this it's shady to me. I'm not with it. And then I do let people know in that corporate space, just so you know, I will be the voice that challenges the ideas. I'm not going to be the yes man. So you would have to understand sometimes my ideas will be fresh and new, and sometimes I'm going to be that person that needs to know the why behind them. And I feel like I do get a little bit more understanding, but I'm really good with that at corporate and definitely not so good in my own personal business or personal life. And that's weird, I guess.
I don't think it's weird. Like in corporate, it's not your brand, it's not your business. So it's easier for you to say no to something like that versus if it's something that's attached to you directly. Even if someone provided you with bad service, it's like, man, you know you gave me bad service. And if I go and say, no, it was terrible service, I wasn't happy, then it's like those
You're
people,
the villain though,
right? You
then.
become the villain by just saying, listen, I wasn't happy with what you provided me.
Even though I feel like they know it was crap.
I'm not even saying that, hey man, you don't do good service or you haven't done good service in the past, but maybe in this particular situation, it just wasn't what I wanted, or you didn't even listen to what I wanted and you gave me what you wanted to give me. And now we at odds because now I paid for something, or I thought we had laid out expectations, and now it's like, well, I got to do this and I got to do that, and I didn't know you were asking for all of this. Like, man, listen, if you are the creator and you creating something, then come on, tell me what I need. Tell me what the situation is, and give me what I'm looking for. And if I say no, that ain't what I was looking for, especially if I paid for something, yeah, it just comes different.
So thank you for liking my responses because that's one of the comments. They like my corporate responses, so I appreciate that. And it sounds like read between the lines, and that's how my corporate responses are. But I definitely really struggle with what you're saying. Is that if you give me a service and you have to, you're like, hey, did you like it? And I feel like sometimes people ask you, did you like it or how was it? And they know it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's just, and I know people ask
I don't
either
always
way.
think people don't believe it wasn't good. Maybe they thought they gave you good service, and
So, and that's why I wanted to preface that because I'm like, if someone like it was fire, they'll ask you like, "Hey, do you like it? Because this is my creation." But what I'm saying is, when people give you like crappy service, they still be like, "So you good?" It's like a different kind of ask you. It's not the same. Like if someone know they did like well, like man, you like that? Like it's good. I put my name on that. Like that's what's up.
I got you.
But when someone gives you something crappy, it's like a different like you good with that? Like that's what you wanted, ain't it? Right? And I'm like, you know it's not what I like. Why are you even responding to me like that? So it's different to like the two, like, are you good? And I'll still be, struggling with that and just like, I don't know what you want me to say here. And for me, which I know I need to work on myself, I always feel like people understand that this is crap that you just handed me. And what you're saying is maybe they thought it was good and they don't know that it was crap. I feel like when someone gives me crappy service, like we so far left that both of us are sitting here like, you playing with me. You were playing in my face right now.
I don't know. I'm with you, so I'm not disagreeing with that. No, but I think that's a good. What else kind of knows?
So let's see. There is You ain't keeping up with the comment.
I've already touched them. You was looking down at your phone.
So if it's a service that they have to listen to, okay, so if it's services they need to listen to client feedback, I also feel like some people find it hard. And I'm just saying some people, maybe newer business owners may find it hard to accept feedback because they maybe don't feel like feedback is what it is feedback. They may feel like it's criticism in some sort. So I think it all depends on the person and if they can accept the feedback.
True. So you also touched on like saying no's like in personal space. Give me an example of that.
Saying no in personal space.
You said
I mean,
you saying in your personal life. So I know you said corporate life, but in in your personal space, like say something with me. What is something that you?
Oh God.
What is something you wanted to say no to, but you ended up saying yes?
It's so funny.
And it better not
Wait a
be I
minute.
do.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. Oh my God, I wasn't gonna say
Your
that.
petty ass was gonna say when I said I do. My petty ass was gonna say that shit.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. That's hilarious. I was really thinking something like totally left. Let me clean it up in my mind real quick.
God damn. I touched on it then.
See, okay, so this comment, so it says some people think it really was good service from their level of professionalism. See, that's what I struggle with. Like maybe they think is good service, but what I'm saying, like to that comment is when I'm addressing it or when they're asking me, the level of service is just so bad that I'm like flabbergasted that you even fixed your mouth to ask me, was it good? Or was it cool? So
I guess the question is, was the expectations clearly defined?
so we're talking about a service that somebody provided to me. And remember, this is their like level. So a lot of times, let's say I'll use a person that's commenting. So Lamar, if you don't mind, I'm just going to use you as an example. So let's say I go to book a photo shoot with Lamar. He gives me his like definition of what I'm going to get with this package that I book. It's not me who's giving the rules. So like, let's say I book package A and it says package A includes, an outfit change and an hour worth of photo shoot. I definitely abide by those rules. And sometimes if I miss it, I'll go back and read it to make sure that I'm on point with what I'm supposed to do. I also try not to be late. Like if I'm like, hey, I could be 2 minutes late. I want to text you and let you know. I'm very mindful about people's time. Neither here nor there. I feel like he provided me the game plan of what I should expect. So now if you don't live up to the game plan you already expect, like let's say I get an hour and then 30 minutes in, he like, all right, like we need to wrap this up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got somebody else behind you. You good? I'm gonna be looking like, what you mean I'm good? It's been 30 minutes. But what I would typically say is, I guess I'm good.
I guess
I'm good then. Like what? So that's what I'm saying. Like that's the example that I'm using. It's not something that's like, wait, like here's this.
Lamar, like, don't use him in the example.
I feel like I'm gonna get a message afterwards. This is just an example. This has nothing to do with his work. Lamar is completely awesome. He was just commenting, and I thought it would be easy to use an example.
Lamar said, "Oh,
I know he's gonna come for me. He's gonna come for me.
Don't use him with your analogies, examples, no more."
So again, you don't say hell no 2 times. Again, Lamar is amazing. I'm just using that as an example so people can understand what I'm saying. And I never booked a photo shoot with Lamar, so that didn't happen.
You booked his services though.
I have booked his services, but in this example, I'm using a photo shoot. And the only reason why I use that is because those things are typically outlined so you know what you're getting. And that's what I was trying to just give an example of. It's an outline, so it should be hard to misconstrue the services. Or like if I ask somebody to make a cake, I'm like, hey, I want a cake. And you tell me, do you want a pound cake or do you want, a sweet potato pie? I want a pound cake. And then I get, I don't know, a banana pudding. And then you like, oh, that's good? No, because I asked you for a pound cake. So I'm just trying to say, like, it to me, when it's been service based, it's been so far left. It's very easy for, like, if they just went and read their rules and like regulations, they'd be like, damn, I screw her. So I'm like, you playing. You playing in my face, you understand it. That's all I'm trying to
I got you.
exhibit.
All right. Back to me that you skipped over.
I
And you
didn't,
tried
and
to
Lamar
find
said
something.
that's wrong. So okay, so he said he would never. They failed on what you paid for. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. They failed on what I paid for, played in my face, and then was like, "You good?" So next comment says, "I completely understand what you're saying. People know when they half-ass it." Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they know, and then I typically will be like, "I mean, I guess we good. I guess," and I'm like, why are you even asking me? So now, as a part of knowing when to say no, if you half ass a service that you provide for me, I'm going to be that person that says, hold on, I don't like what's provided. I'm not happy here. These comments coming quick.
I know. They don't want you to talk about me, but I'm gonna jump in before you answer this next question. So
no, so this says
man,
you shouldn't be afraid to speak up. You paid, and it's not necessarily a fear of like speaking up. It's just like the conflict or the confrontation that things cost when you start being like, "Hey, I don't like this." Then people go to Facebook and get in their feelings. You somehow become the villain when you're literally saying, "Hey, this isn't what I think we agreed on." And that's why I typically will just be like, "Hey, I'm good," because when you start thinking about all the other things that go behind not liking it, I just rather be like, it's whatever, value in that pile of I'm not using that service anymore and move on with life. What I'm saying now is I'm just gonna talk about it because I'm already not using your service anymore. I see like how valuable I was to you. So if I'm already not using your service, I might as well talk.
I got it. So what if someone gave
He
you
said, let's tussle.
what if someone gave you good service
Okay.
and then later on gave you poor service or something that wasn't up to your expectation? Do you still feel comfortable with saying no if they ask you like, hey, all right, we good? Is everything up to your standard? Or do you just be like, you know what? I know you've given me good, better service before. I'm not sure what the issue was this time. So I'm not going to allow this one time to put like a negative stain between us because I may need to utilize you again.
So that's hard for me to answer, like just a straight answer. And the reason why I said that, because I've had those things happen. And I think this is like what we were kind of talking about in the comments before, that there can be a misunderstanding. And I'm always like, I try to understand those. Maybe there wasn't a meeting of the minds on what it was I was looking for. And so I'll take that as a one-off. You normally provide me good service. I don't know if my directions were clear in this project, so let's move on and let's continue to be great. But when we do it again, I'll say, hey, I didn't get the deliverables I was looking for last time. Let me be more clear on what I'm looking for this time to see if you can execute.
Okay. Back to me.
Okay, back to you. Okay, ask me again what you asked me.
Has there ever been a time with me that you wanted to say no, but it still said yes? And like I said, it can't be when you said I do.
I'm not gonna say when I said I do, but you asked me that question, and I guess it's so hard to answer because that happens every single day. So I don't even know. I don't know what to say. You can be like, "Are you cooking dinner?" And I be like, "Nigga, nah." But you know what? Yes. What is it that we want to eat? It just happens every day with you. So it's hard for me to answer the question. And that's when I cleaned up my mind because I was like, I really like when you first asked me, it was going to be bad. But then I was like, let me just think on a daily basis. But yes, there's always something that you ask me and I want to say no. And I typically will say yes.
That's crazy. Like, for real? Like, if I call you and say, hey, who cooking?
I want to be like, Why are you asking me that dumb crap? Because you want me to cook, you do it.
But we do the same thing to each other.
But you asked me a question.
Fair enough. You gonna ask me one? I'll put the comment on the screen so you can
Yes,
read it.
it says, I think it's important to do your research, making sure that business align with your vision, which is correct. You definitely should do your research when you're booking someone or like even partnering with someone. I try. That's really all I can say. I definitely try. I don't know if I have bad luck, so I won't call it that, but I feel like I see other people do business with certain other businesses and I'm like, man, that was fire what they did.
Perception.
It's a perception, because then when I do it, I'd be like, why I don't got the same fire?
I don't know. I think it's because it's all, to me, it's your level of expectation. We all approach things differently. You have a different expectation in our business than
It sounds
I
like
do.
you're trying to say like my expectations are too high.
I don't think they're too high. I think that we may have, I ain't gonna say we, I think you may have outgrown certain areas and certain spaces. And
Speak on it. I don't understand what you're saying.
And even I find it challenging sometimes to keep up with you because you be moving on into the stratosphere. You say speak on it. All right. So
wait a minute. This is now question. Okay, I'm confused at that comment, so I need more on that one. Okay, but speak on it while I'm waiting to figure out.
All right. So as we have started progressing in these business and doing different things, and the vision behind all of them, whether it's Hypnotize Me Pins or even now Bossfest, you're always trying to strive to get to that next level. Sometimes it be levels that nobody in this area have even seen and even can truly comprehend. So a lot of times I want to be like, man, nah, man, I don't know if that's a good play. Not because it ain't a good idea, but because I don't know if it's a good market.
Wait, so I feel like you just took this conversation from knowing when to say no to telling me that I need to downsize my ideas.
No, that's not what I'm see. That's why we can't have this conversation.
I'm not trying to say I just want to clarify what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that sometimes expectations don't meet the reality. Like,
because what I hear in my head is stop telling your dreams to people with small minds. So I mean, I like, come on now, tell me.
She finna stop telling her dreams to me. What?
Don't tell your dreams to people who think they're too big. Like, I can't tell my big dream to people with small minds.
I get
so
that.
You tell me, you're literally sitting here and you're saying, I think sometimes your expectations are too high, and what you're trying to create, you're in the wrong market to create it. So all I hear, and you can correct me, but what I hear you're saying is what you want to do, you can't do.
No, what I'm saying is sometimes in those spaces, I want to be like, nah, we can't do this, but then I don't. So I'm like, man, and I don't know if is it because of fear or what, but even sometimes
y'all about to go to church in here.
No, I'm just
y'all
saying,
in the comments, let me know if he's trying to tell
with
me that I'm dreaming too big and I need to slow down. I
no,
mean, I feel like you said it a couple times and I'm still hearing the same thing though.
Right. I'm telling you about me, but I can't even tell you about me. So I just need to be quiet and just say yes.
No, okay, listen.
Don't even say no.
You said
so that's why I don't even know how to say no, because when I just try to have a regular conversation with you and tell you
a regular conversation,
yes, and tell you what's on my heart.
This is not a. This is on your heart.
Tell you what's on my heart.
Wow, this is on your heart.
I walked into the front of the church and everything with my church fan,
to tell the church that your wife dreamed too big.
To tell the church.
To tell the church she need to dream smaller.
Nope, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I don't always see your dream. And I live with you, beside you all the time. So sometimes stuff come together, you be like, man, you couldn't really see it, but now you see it, right? You hit me with that all the time. And I be like, yeah, I can see it now.
Because you don't believe.
It's not about a belief. I invest in the
no,
process.
You invest because you feel like you have to invest.
No, I
don't.
So
if you want to have this conversation, we can have this conversation, but you turn in the conversation, to something else.
No.
You are, because what you're saying is, I feel like your dream is too big.
That's
I was scared. The dream scares me. And when I look at you and I say you couldn't see my vision at first, but now you see it, it's not to be like, hey, you see it come together. You believed and we got here. It's to say, nigga, you didn't believe in me when I was doing this or when I was making it out of the mud, but you see it now. It's to show you, just like I'm showing everyone else, I can do it because you didn't believe in me in the first place. So this is the conversation that you have signed on to have.
fair enough. Let's have a conversation since she wants to attack.
I'm not attacking
You
you.
is
I'm telling you
attacking.
exactly why I say
I'm
that.
telling you that sometimes I'd be like, and you want to call it the Capricorn in me or whatever. I have built a safe space. From the way I was raised, it's like, man, create your box.
It's a zone of scarcity.
Whatever you want to call it. It has allowed for us to build the life that we have built. And sometimes to be great and to go after greatness, you have to step beyond your comfort level. And that scares me at times. But because I believe in you and I invest in you, I will say yes when my spirit wants to say no.
But you're
Because I
saying it because
believe
you
and I
believe
love
in
you.
me. It's not because you believe in me. It's because you love me and you feel like, dang, if I'm gonna get my wife to be quiet, if she not gonna nag me, here, invest in what you want to invest in.
See, that's your assessment. Can you actually hear what I'm saying?
I do hear what you're saying.
Don't.
You're not saying anything that I didn't know.
All right. I'm telling you, I believe in you because if I didn't believe in you, I wouldn't do it. That's number one. Of course, I love you. We built this together.
That don't mean okay.
It don't mean nothing. Love
I
don't mean
didn't
nothing.
say it. I didn't say it didn't mean anything.
Well, you was right
I
there.
said that don't mean, and I stopped. And what I was going to say is that don't mean you love me because you built a life with me. Those are two separate things. But continue.
Well, I swear, I'm gonna step out of this. Nope, I'm stepping out. Nope. I don't love you. I don't believe in you.
I didn't say you didn't love me.
You just everywhere with this tonight. God dang.
You brought this conversation on yourself.
You brought this conversation to the book.
No, I didn't. I didn't. We're talking about no's, and you were like, throw me in there, put me in there.
Because I'm asking
I
questions.
over you 15 times. Hey, boss, put me in the game.
Because I felt
what you asked for.
Because I felt that. I'm like, why she keep skipping over this? There must be something there. Let's dig deeper.
It wasn't anything there. I want to say no to you all the time.
Right. You want to say no to me about cooking dinner. That's base level. I got
Well, ask me something.
I started going to a deeper place. And what you want to do is tell me, hey, you didn't believe in me and you doing this only because we married and you think you look like, hold on.
You in your feelings right now.
I'm in my feelings right now.
Feelings, and I'm just telling you what it is.
I would be singing it.
We need somebody to give you
the
some
LMA
tissue.
song right now. Deep in my feelings. I want to sing the song.
Go ahead and sing it. You need some tissue right now. I'm telling you what it is.
Go ahead.
I don't want to read this comment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back to that paragraph Lamar dropped.
I want to read the paragraph. Get you some tissue while I read this paragraph.
I'm gonna drink this water.
So it's factors when it comes to different outcomes. People who book me, let's say a wedding, a 4K wedding and a 40K wedding photos will be different. So my question is, when getting back results from a business, what side was you on, 4K or 40K? And was the example you saw that was a quote unquote fire, or was it 4K or 40K? I mean, I'm just using that as an example. In all honesty, typically when I get back services, it's not in that type of range. It's basically like just a one-pay service. Like you book on a website, it's $100 and it covers this, that, or whatever. So what you do, Lamar, is definitely like in a price range. So I understand what you're saying. Someone who pays 40K isn't going to get something opposed, like the person who pays 4K compared to 40K. For me, typically on those levels of service that I don't like, it's not that type of range. It's really like everybody pay the same price. We book on a website, but Shanika over here, her junk look fire and mine look like, your kid played with me. So
that's a contradiction to me.
What do you mean?
Whether I gave a customer 5K service or 500K service, I need to give them the best of that service.
Right. But what he's literally saying is if someone books a service for 40K, 40K may include, day before photos, getting dressed photos, because he's talking about a wedding. I don't really know because I didn't have wedding photos. But that being said, it's still, you probably get a better time limit. You may have more people, like a team of people
Fair
taking
enough.
more photos.
I get
So you
that.
get more with 40K.
I'm not
But you
disagreeing
do
that.
want to get the best of your 4K.
Right.
So if your 4K package compared to somebody else, like it needs to be high quality 4K.
Got it. So what I'm saying is, since I got Zeta May here and we using people on the chat, so if I'm getting my makeup done, Zeta May, and you charge, and this chick
Let
over
me
here
apologize
paid
in
you
advance.
$500, and I paid you $50, I don't want you doing half of my face, because you only paid $50, so you only get this half done.
So no,
the person
what I
that paid
mean,
$500 get the whole damn face done with the neck and the hands. That ain't with the shit
so
I want to
listen,
hear.
So if she
Tell
has
me what it costs.
I'm trying to
get the
tell you, if
face,
you start
the
trying to
neck,
loud
and
talk
the
me,
hands.
see, because you're still in your feelings.
I'm still in my
So
damn
let's say
feelings.
she has something on her website for $50. Maybe it's just eyebrows. Maybe it's like tint your eyebrows or like tighten them up, right?
Right.
So I pay $50 for the eyebrows.
Uh-huh.
So I want my eyebrows to be the best eyebrows that they could be. Like if I look on your website and so eyebrows on there and they lit, I don't want mine to be cut down the middle because you was like, your eyebrows too thick. I just ain't never worked with them before. Now I got half an eyebrow. That's what I mean. So I paid for the $50 service. I knew it only covered eyebrows. I don't expect to have my neck and face done because that's not what I paid for. But if I paid to have 2 eyebrows, I expect to leave with 2, not 1. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. I'm with you. You gonna read them comments?
Yeah, because you hyping up people. So it says I agree with Kevin. Okay, so we're explaining the 4K and the 40K. It's just more decorations, better venue, etc. And then the customer service stays the same. It's just the outcome that is different. So now we're all caught up.
So
I think we're all on the same page with that. I'm just saying I want the same level of service you give your friends or everyone else. Don't discount me. And I feel like sometimes, and it could just be, in certain communities, that you give certain people better service than you give others. So some people hold a higher value.
So what you saying is black people give white people better value?
No, that's not what I meant at all.
What you're saying?
So what I feel like, since we're being transparent, let's say if you're popular on the book and you go somewhere, then you probably get better service than someone that maybe isn't as popular on the book. So I will look on the book and let's say someone is like, man, I see they got their whatever done. I'm gonna go to the person that did them because I see them and now I want to book that service. But I don't look as good as them. I'm not as popular as them, so enough people aren't gonna see me. So it's okay to play with me, but you did them just good. But my money works the same way. So that's really what I'm saying.
Not really.
No, and I see it in the female world all the time.
No, what I'm saying is, the money isn't the same way. So if this person is popular, they're on the book and they're getting visibility, and they say, "Oh my God, Lamar flicked it up for me and took all the pictures," or ZK did the beauty, da 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 da, and this person got followers or people looking at them.
Okay,
it's more energy towards them and their business and more business opportunities,
right?
Versus the hermit over here that only got 50 friends.
So what I'm saying is don't undervalue the hermit because they may be the hermit today, but let's say they were going to a photo shoot and that photographer takes that photo and now shares it. That's still your work out there for the world. You don't know where these things go in today's world, but what I'm saying is we're not valued the same. And I see it all the time. So that person that you said got, 5,000 followers and they come out looking very crispy on whatever it is. And then the person with only 50 friends come out looking like, why you let somebody baby play with you? Like they played in your hair, they played in your face, whatever. What is that?
Little kid drawing on
just a little kid drawing because it's like, why would they do you like that? And then everybody look, who did you? Ain't no way they did you. So
why you let them play with you that way?
Right. And what I'm telling you is normally I will look and they give you, let's just say it's makeup. I'm just going to use makeup because you were saying that. Let's just say it's makeup. They give you the mirror and you look at it like, you like it? And I'm looking, you done? Oh, I guess. I guess I like, what is this? And then I just leave. So I normally would file that under, okay, you played with me.
Never go to you again.
And I never go to you again. What I'm saying though, if we're talking about
You do that a
learning when
lot
to
with
say no,
hairdressers.
I do that a lot. That's the point that I'm making. I'm telling you, I do that a lot. I've got my hair done, come home, taking it right out, but the chick asks, like, you good? Now you know you played in my head. I'm gonna go home and take it out. Sometimes I even will cry to you and be like, look how they played with me. You've seen it so many times.
And I've told you, just come home, take that shit out, and find
Just take it
somebody
out. So I just wasted my money. But I saw the same hairdo on somebody else. I'm like, why theirs look so good? And you just played with my head. I can't go nowhere like this. So that's what I'm saying. It's different levels.
I got you. I'm with you. I'm with
Are you? You understand?
you. Yeah.
So what I'm telling you is the new me who says no, I feel like that's a part of like setting your boundaries and saying what you like and you know what you'll accept. Hey, I don't like this. This is not acceptable to me.
But you don't. But I don't think it's that you don't say no. You may not say yes, I like this, but if something is fucking bothering you, your face show it.
My face may say it, but my mouth doesn't.
Right, but your face show it. And you'd be like, what you think? You'd be like, it's okay.
I don't know if that comes off to people like I
Yeah,
mean
it
I
do.
see your face and they whatever. No, because we had a conversation before about like me not saying like, hey, this isn't acceptable to me, or like you said, giving people chances. You said to me before, people don't know that I've given them chances, but my face gonna do the same thing. If they don't know I gave them chances, how do they know I didn't like it based on my face?
You know what? Yours, that is correct. People don't know that.
Look at me referencing some old stuff.
You did that. I
I
can't even
know.
be mad at
I'm
you.
gonna go back and read some comments.
Which
So a
one?
lot of people agree with what I'm saying. I see
Okay.
that a lot.
Got it.
It says I see certain people giving better service based off who the person is, and that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm right. I dropped the mic. See this? I'm not even gonna respond on your hermit. So this says always give your clients 100% no matter who they are, and that's all I'm saying. Like customer service goes a long way. The person that may not be popular in your chair or in your service today could blow up tomorrow. Because I mean, this internet thing is crazy. You just never know who somebody could be tomorrow. And now the next one says, now it's up to you as well as the consumer to express your dissatisfaction. And that's what I'm working on as far as knowing when to say no, expressing my dissatisfaction. So all 2024, I'm just going to be passing out, expressing my dissatisfaction. I'm not happy with this. I don't like it.
So 2024 is the year of no.
Yes, it's the year of no. It's really the year of setting boundaries.
So 2024 is the year of no.
I just said that.
Got it. I'm with it. Understand. Pay attention, everybody. 2024 is the year of no. 2024. Year of no.
I think you're trying to like make up a rhyme. All I'm
It was
saying
there.
is I feel like it's time to set boundaries. I'm not gonna let people, and I don't want to say like playing with me, but I'm not gonna let you play with me. Like if I don't like it, I just don't like it.
Are you gonna provide a solution for them? You're just gonna be like, I don't fucking like it.
In all honesty, that would depend on what the service is or the situation.
Or the person.
That too. So it's hard to say if it's a situational basis. Like I'm not just outright like nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's something where I feel like there was not a meeting of the minds, then we need to meet, figure out what it is, and we try this again. If you outright just playing with me, then
It's just
no.
no.
Right. So this says, okay, all my clients are celebrities. Y'all giving me money. Right. Like people help feed your business. And this entrepreneurship thing is not easy. So you could be popping today and people going to you because, I guess because you're popping. Tomorrow you could be nothing. Like it's all relative, I guess, really. You could be up today and down tomorrow.
I think it's energy because I think if people keeping up, it's a lot of good people out there that ain't putting enough energy on the book that slept on. There's a lot of people that put energy on the book. They business be suspect. I ain't saying it can't improve or they ain't got opportunities, but it be a little suspect sometimes. So I think it's all about energy. You pushing enough energy out.
It's that I burnt my cookies because it's topic juicy. I appreciate you tuning in.
She didn't make them. No, her name's Zeta May. She made them from scratch.
She didn't make them cookies from scratch.
With a name like Zeta May, he making them from scratch. I'm sorry.
So it says, I'm a growing business. I can never afford to treat someone as such. So that's how I feel. And there's a difference between just treating someone any kind of way and actually like needing to learn. Because I feel like as a small business owner, we all go through growing pains or not knowing, trying to get your business to a certain level. So you may not do everything like 100%. That's to be understood. But you can tell the difference between someone trying to make the effort to like correct an issue or do what's right by you, opposed to someone who is really just like, it's whatever. There's a different energy behind it.
It is.
And I've experienced both.
Have you ever felt like somebody said yes to something they probably wanted to say no to and gave you bad service because
I actually let you finish the question.
Yeah, and actually gave you bad service
Because they wanted
to say no, but then they just said yes.
Oh yeah. See, you're asking me the question, but I'm a Black woman. So I can, and the reason why I say that is because I instantly just go to hairdressers. Over my lifetime, I've had so many bad hairdressers, I can't even tell y'all. Like what really comes to my mind is this one chick that was gonna do some braids for me. And then like I'm on the way to her house and I always like take my hair out the night before. So like I'm like, hey, girl, we still on for tomorrow. Yeah, we good. Blah, blah, blah. You know, send your deposit, do whatever. So the day you go to her house, she's like, oh, I just left to go pay my light bill. Okay, but like, what about my hair? So the answer to your question is yes. The answer is yes. Because I can instantly just stay on the topic of like hairdressers forever.
So what you're saying is this person was like, yeah, I'm gonna do your hair, but they really didn't want to do it.
Yeah, didn't want to do it and just never showed up though.
But took your deposit.
Right. I honestly to this day still never seen it.
Damn.
And when I say like this was so long ago, but this has happened to me over and over again. So typically, like if I find a good like hair person, I try to stay with them for as long as possible so that they know me and so on and so forth. Because it's hard out there in them streets. So the answer is yes. Have you ever experienced that?
I believe so. I don't have examples offhand.
She said they took the deposit to go towards the light bill. I feel that in my soul. So like, how long it take you to go to the light bill? I remember just sitting outside in front of the person's house for like an hour and something. Like the light bill, it don't take that long. Like you ain't never coming back.
It had to be a long time. People still had to go pay for the light bill. They couldn't do it on their phone.
It was a long time ago.
Okay. So they had to still go down to the office and pay.
I really don't know if they really had to. Dang, maybe we was going to the office to pay the light bill. I don't remember, but this is what they said. Their lights was off. And they had to.
For the young people in the group who never had to do anything like this, there was a point in time in history where if you wanted to pay your bills, you had to get in your vehicle and drive to the building to pay the vehicle. You couldn't just get on your smart device and pay the bill. I'm sorry, pay the bill.
You was too busy trying to sound like a preacher.
I was. I'm just saying.
I don't remember doing that for any of our bills, though.
Man, we had to do that for the water bill. That was a little Tico building. Man,
it was a Tico building in Winter Haven where you had to go.
I'm just saying, we had to.
It say, okay, funny Ryan. Come on.
I'm just saying, we had to go down there and do back in the.
We did have to go to the little Tico building and pay the light bill and the water bill.
You had to actually go to the cell phone store
to pay. The point is, so yes, I have had several people who have probably said yes to me when they wanted to say no. And I really wish they would have just said no, because if you say yes, then you should give that person the same level of service you would anyone else. Don't treat them as though, man, I should have said no, I shouldn't do this for you anyway. Just say no. And I'll be honest and I'll say, I feel like I should have said no to certain things. And the whole time when I said yes, that's how I feel in my head. Like, dang, why I ain't say no. I ain't got time. I got to do all of this. It take me to do this, this, and this. I'm supposed to be doing this. This ridiculous. So it's in my head now because I know I should have said no. So that's why I'm saying you got to know when to say no. So next time we're like, you know what, I can't. It's gonna put me out. I'm doing this. I already had this plan. Whatever it may be. If I feel like I should have said no, that's just what it's gonna be.
So you working on the correct way to say no?
No, I'm not working on a
or you
correct
just
way to
like,
no. I'm just
nope.
working on saying no.
You just gonna hit them with it.
It still depends on who they are. I'm not finna be like rude with
They
it.
can't even get it out their mouth. Hey girl, can you with it? No. Just hit them with it. No. No,
What
no,
are
no.
you like a 4-year-old doing that? What
Yeah,
is
yeah,
wrong with
shake,
you?
shake the head and everything. No, 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 no.
No, I'm just saying.
asking.
So I originally think of my kids. Like they ask me the most ridiculous things.
And you say yes.
And I say yes all the time. And I'd be like, man, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing this or whatever it may be. And I still do it. So instantly I want to be like, you know what? No, mommy's tired today. Ask your daddy.
And they know it is a no. It is officially no.
Cause you don't never do nothing you don't want to do.
You can't last minute me with some shit ever. Don't last
Isn't that
minute.
funny, y'all? How like kids will like run they mother to death, but they dad, oh no.
No, because they know. Especially if it's something last minute. My kids have asked me for stuff. Hey,
They don't ask you for nothing.
see, you gotta be so negative towards me.
They don't ask you.
You don't
You
love me.
sit
You
right
wanna
there
say
on the
no,
couch.
kids don't
They will
ask you.
text me and you sitting right there. Hey, mom, I'm hungry. You know, I'm in Orlando, but your dad is right there.
Right.
Can you ask him to fix us something to eat?
No, here's the difference. When they send that crap to you, what they want you to say is, okay, you want me to cash app you some money so you can go somewhere and get something to eat, or do you want me to DoorDash something? Daddy, old reliable daddy here,
No,
finna tell
sir.
them, oh, you hungry? Oh, there's some food in that refrigerator.
No, sir.
Go in that deep freezer. There's some.
I literally have gotten a text message that will say, hey, can you ask dad, can I do this? You will be sitting right there. Right there.
They feel like they'll get that you gonna force the yes out of me. The kids have realized if you ask me the question, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say yes. If they ask it, the percentage goes down. They just going with the odds. I can't even be upset with that.
So listen, the next comment says, yes, walk right past daddy and ask mommy something like, did you not see him there? Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Literally, I'll tell y'all, like, we have this automatic garage door. It's an app, but only Kevin has it on his phone. We're not privileged enough to have it. So he's the only person in the house that has a garage door app.
Everybody else has garage door openers.
If a kid loses a key, they will call me to call him to use the app. That don't even make sense. Why won't they just ask you? They just don't ask you things. I'm just using that as an example.
Well,
it
seems to be a community of this. It don't just seem to be just
I'm pretty sure it's a community. You are not alone. I'm just telling you that's a thing. So when I first think about saying no and getting some like my personal time back, I think about them. They're the first individuals I'm finna say no to. It says they're scared they're gonna get yelled at. He don't yell at the kids.
Oh, see, I look like this, but I'm very soft.
He is actually the nice one in the household.
I'm the nice one. I just carry it.
They just don't talk to him.
I just hide it. That's so.
Daddy ain't answering the phone probably. That's facts. You also don't answer the phone, so they can't reach you.
Man, sis like that bullshit tonight, bro.
That's because she know you. And at least it's somebody else telling the facts, is not me. So you can't even argue because these facts is being thrown at you.
See, me and my brother live through the same shared experience. So y'all can't talk. We kind of we do similar things. So it is what it is, I guess.
I guess you are your father's children. DJ said we can tell he's the nice one.
I'm the nice one.
Nobody can tell he's the nice one.
I am the nice one.
I'm agreeing that you are the nice one because you don't have to do anything.
That is so cool. Shout out to DJ Bush wearing the independent hustle tee. Y'all see
how he tried to change the subject?
Independent hustle tee. Go ahead and drop the link in the chat so the people get them their own independent hustle tee. Rocking that DJ Bush special, just doing it. All right, I'm back.
This says I was about to say my daddy do it too, but yeah, it's a y'all thing.
Forget y'all.
It's a butler thing. I don't know, but So for me, as like we're going into this is great pivot. As we're going into 2024, I definitely want to be so knowing about when to say no, but it's more like when do I set my personal boundaries or just my boundaries in general. And a lot of my boundaries, unfortunately, will have to do with like saying no to you too. And I mean, you mentioned earlier about not believing in my dreams. So that's not what you said?
Not the way you trying to preface it.
I mean, that's what you said.
I
Not
said
believing in my dreams.
I couldn't see the vision that you saw. So because I couldn't see the vision, it mean I ain't believing your dream.
Where is the video, man, so we can roll the tape back?
It's recorded.
But I want to be able to roll it back so everybody who's on right now will know that you said.
No, man. All right. I don't believe in your dream. While I fund your dream. Help. While I help fund. While I help fund the dream. I don't need no whooping for that shit either.
Now is the time to. Now is not the time to say no. Get your shirt. That's hilarious. So y'all, DJ dropped the link so you can pre-order your Independent Hustle shirt. So go grab that at djbush.ent@gmail.com. For those that will hear it on Spotify, that's where you can get an Independent Hustle shirt. If you want to see the shirt, check out our Facebook at Bossfest. And you can check out Kevin wearing the Independent Hustle shirts. So I won't say that you didn't believe in my dreams. All I'm saying is everybody can't come, and those that don't believe or don't have faith in what I'm truly trying to create, maybe it's time to set boundaries with those people too.
So that you saying Boss Fest 2024, Hypnotize Me 2024, Pins 2024. What else? What's the other business? Oh, that's it. Gonna look different.
You don't even know what businesses you got.
Yeah, we got so
I'm
many
really
of
so
them.
stuck there. What?
Man, we had so many. Did I name them all? Yes, Hypnotize Me, Boss Fest. I feel like I'm missing.
Man, y'all see what I have to deal with. That's right. 2024, we saying no. And we saying no to people who don't have faith, and we setting boundaries. And those people who have small minds, they got to keep their small minds out of my personal boundaries.
All right, as we wrap this up, what you got to say to the people? That was it. No to 2024.
2024, we're saying no. I think DJ said it perfectly. 2024, we're saying no. I'm setting boundaries. I hope everyone else will agree to do so as well. I'm hoping that as we embark on the holiday season and we get ready for 2024, everyone's putting their business in a great position to do well next year. And let's celebrate with those who want to see us have success and those who are just around, so that like they're happy for you when you just at a right amount of success, but once you exceed that level, they're no longer happy. Let's lead those people in 2023.
That's the best one. We didn't charge enough aggravation fees in 2023. That was the problem.
2023 aggravation fee, 2024 learn to say no.
So you think if we would have charged enough aggravation fees, we may not be saying no as much in 2024?
I don't know. I don't think that's the case. No.
Just ask.
I feel like if you charge somebody an aggravation fee, you leave them where they at. You still got to say no in 2024.
Got you.
So what do you want to leave the people with?
What am I leaving the people? I'm trying to be better for 2024. 2023 was eye-opening. Watching the developments of the businesses, seeing how they kind of took off out of nowhere when we first started them, seeing a slight decline. Then when we started doing Boss Fest and watching how it's like steadily taking that upward approach. So I'm excited for what 2024 has. I know I got to do a lot of things different. I'm already trying to take the necessary steps to be better for 2024. Uh, I'm definitely going to say a lot more no's. I think sometimes saying no is kind. I, don't, I just don't like drama, so I guess I'm gonna have to start embracing more drama with saying no to the right
Why does
people.
no have to be drama?
I just feel like if I just say yes, then only I got to deal with. It's like I can prepare myself for what the issue is if I just say yes and prepare for all the shit that'll go wrong. So when it goes wrong, I can be like, all right, man, I already mentally prepared myself for that. So, all right, how do I help us move through this?
You're the perfect example of the person who says yes when they really want to say no. Because what you do is you'll say yes and then you procrastinate or just not do it. So then the person got to keep being like, "Are you gonna do it? You gonna do it? You said you was gonna do it. Hey, what about doing it?" And it becomes this big like molehill. If you would have just said no, do you realize like the conversation would have been over?
True, but I'm trying to be better with my yeses and my nos. I'm still struggling. I think the things I have said yes to ending 2023 are things I definitely want to be involved with. I'm learning to separate myself from things I know I don't, especially with certain business adventures.
So somebody said I do that a bit too.
I just need to just say, nah, that ain't gonna be a good look for me, and nah, that ain't what I want to give my energy to. And I've done that with a couple of businesses through pens. Some people ask me, hey, what is it gonna take to do this or do that? And I'm just like, no, what? Nah. And it's nothing against them or their business. It's just that I gotta learn that my time is
That's
valuable.
fact.
And if I say yes to you, just know that I'm now cutting valuable. I'm giving you my time, and I'm gonna respect your time. You respect my time. We may have opportunities where our paths cross, or our wires get crossed sometimes. But just know that if I'm saying yes to something I'm gonna do for you, I truly am gonna do it, and I'm trying to be better. I know I can procrastinate, or I can allow stuff to become a procrastination to me because I really don't want to do it. But yeah,
That's a whole different topic.
whole
But
different
this
topic.
says saying yes can lead to drama too. And I feel like that's very factual. Saying yes to something can lead to drama. You say yes to the wrong people. You say yes and you don't want to do it. You procrastinate past the deadline. It just becomes a whole different issue.
See?
So this comment says, why do we as people feel like we need an explanation when someone tells us no? That's really great. I feel like no should be just that, but we definitely feel like that.
Because we want to. I don't know. I think when you hear the word no and someone's telling it directly to you, it's almost like, well, what's wrong with me, or why not me? So it's like, is it something that I'm not seeing about myself? And then we internalize it and make it more personal versus it being just that person just saying, no, I don't want to do it. Just so we make it be about something that's wrong with us versus that person just saying they just don't want to do it.
Right. So I mean, as we talk about like what we're gonna change in 2024, we need to be okay with just accepting someone saying no. Like, why do you need? Because that's honestly, I think about that all the time. Like, someone says no, then you come back and be like, but why not? Like, you busy? You got to do this. Like, I just said no. Like, just let's make it acceptable just to take the no as it is and leave it where it's at.
But do you create negative energy when you say no, especially in personal situations? Sometimes I'm outside business. Y'all don't see each other no more, but family, close friends, kids, and stuff like that. You be like, no, I ain't doing that. And now all of a sudden there's an energy around y'all, and you be like, man, if I'd have just said yes, I wouldn't have to deal with this damn energy.
Yeah, I think you can look at that both ways. Cause like I remember like I recently asked someone to do something. They were like, yeah, I could do it, but I gotta do this, this, and this, and this before it. And I'm like, why you just ain't say no? Because then if you'd have just said no, I'd have just been like, okay, let me figure out another way. But yes, but all these contingencies now make it like so far behind. If I would have just taken my time and like asked someone else, I got someone else to do it, I'd be better off than you saying yes, but because of all these other things. But
Maybe,
if you'd have just, no, I can't do it.
maybe somebody close to you feel obligated, like they have to say yes because maybe you've been a vital part of their life, or you've helped them through so much shit, or you've been a sounding board for them. So they're just like, man, you know what? I can't
Right, but
afford to
that's what
say
I'm
no.
saying. We just need to be comfortable with just say no. Like whatever the no is, no, I can't do it. Whatever. You don't have to come up with an explanation. The answer is just no. But sometimes no is better than saying yes. The yes, because it seems like that's good, actually can be more harmful. And as the comment said, could also cause drama too. You just saying yes just to say it. You know you don't want to do it. Like you said, you procrastinate on it. It's just say no.
2024, just say no.
So that's what we will leave y'all with. We appreciate y'all joining in on the conversation. The comments tonight were great. We thank all the businesses that let us use them as examples. They are honestly great business owners. Y'all drop y'all info in the chat so people can book. That's really all I got. We will see y'all next week, Wednesday at 7 for another episode of Boss Fest. Y'all can catch me Friday on Edwina Rants at 7. That's if I guess I'm in a ranty mood because I didn't even do it last week.
Did you even rant last week?
I didn't rant last week because the rant would have been about you. So I just like, I'm going to skip it. The rant probably going to be about him on Friday too. But anyway, and then y'all tune in with Chat for China. I think she has this, that, and the other podcast on with her.
Yeah, she going to have them cats on the podcast. That's going to be a great conversation. The energy them guys have on the mic is going to be good. I can't wait to see it. I can't, honestly, in my petty voice, I want to see how they going to fit on that couch. I'm just saying.
I don't think they could all fit on that couch. But I did also drop the link for Boss Fest. We got some amazing things coming in 2024. So all I can say right now is just save the date. First Boss Fest Presents will be April 7th.
I'm trying to do Bossmas.
And Kevin's trying to plan a Christmas party, I guess. So
see, Kevin got to plan it. She already told me no to it. But I'm going to accept her no, and I'm going to find a way to plan Boss.
That's a perfect way to leave that. This is my first no.
Official no.
Yes. So we will see y'all. We appreciate y'all hanging with us. Peace.
Peace.